Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video next on Taimanin. Today, we're gonna check a couple runs on tower floor 113. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So, this one is a floor that some people have asked me to cover because it is particularly difficult due to the conditions and the enemy that we face over here. So there is a very narrow corridor right at the end, and you have to fight Momochinagi. And she deals a tremendous amount of damage, and that means that it's really difficult to avoid. Even so, there are ways to deal with this enemy. Mainly by either using damage reduction, a ton of damage reduction, or damage nullification by doing invincibility. That's basically the two things that you can do. So, for the first run that we're gonna do, we're gonna use Saika. And Saika, I originally did the run with an arena weapon, but honestly, you do want to increase your damage as much as possible. I'm kind of limiting myself with this character, but even so, I'm going to use aerial just for the sake of consistency. Otherwise, it's doable, yes, but I would take more time to defeat the enemy, and that is a little bit risky. So I prefer to do this change just for the sake of consistency. So both weapons 5 out of 5 and plus 15. Critical damage, water Magatamas, with whatever element on the subslot, on attack Magatamas, of course. Take cover to debuff the enemy so that I can just eliminate Momochi quickly, and also I have an attack buff on this one, so it's pretty important. Moon Assault because we need the HP recovery, and Shadowless Kick because it's the main damaging skill. For supporters we have Yuno. Yuno is kind of necessary when your character is not tanky enough. You need an invincibility to support her, so that's what we're using here. Ichika to increase damage and become tankier, and Heaviko to increase damage or defense and inflict poison, and that is going to proc the damage reduction on Ichika. I can only inflict poison once the enemy is debuffed with disarm, so that's another reason to have the disarm. As for the formation effects, I'm gonna use 2 formation effects for each build. In all of them, I mean, originally on this one I use Holy Knight Patisire. So it gave me penetration, but I'm gonna change that, and I'm gonna do it the same for all. On every formation, I'm gonna equip the name of Fuma to reduce damage taken from the boss, and the formation that gives you damage increase on a specific color and damage increase on melee attacks. In this case, it's gonna be First Mission Bond, which is going to give me damage increase for assist and for melee. And let's do the run. Honestly, it's not that difficult. Thanks to the disarm ability, it's pretty easy to recover HP and such. So I just try to do this. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Even though there is disarm, that doesn't mean that you are going to stop receiving damage. If they already casted the animation, you're gonna take the hit. And done. Pretty simple. I just need... Come on. Disarm. There. And... now I can just do the skill and eliminate most of them. And yeah, we do need that HP recovery. As you can see, it's super important. And just like that, done. For the next way, I'm gonna start with HP recovery. Then I'm gonna evade, there. And lastly, I am going to use Shadowless Kick, and then I'm going to heal more. Yeah, just like that. Okay, come on, come on. Can I? There. Perfect. Very good. So I just have to wait. Yeah, and I'll start by disarming. Come on, there. And I did disarm Momochi, so I'm gonna focus on Momochi, and then I'm gonna use the ultimate. I'm gonna heal myself. Come on. There. Multi-hit, come on. Yeah. Disarm, so that I can stop the attacks. Unfortunately, oh, that can be a hassle. Yes, HP recovery, nice. And done, Momochi's gone. So, you just have to be careful of when you use your skills with Saika in this case. Because if you disregard the combo chain of Momochi Nagi, you're gonna take too much hits and you're gonna die before you finish. So careful with that. Then, the next one. I'm gonna remove this one. And I'm going to load. I'm going to load Murasaki, which is a pure defensive build. For the formation, we just change very quickly. Instead of using assist, I'm gonna use suppress. I take this off and I put the equivalent Halloween Expedition Team. Yep, that's it. Now, the weapon. Unfortunately, my weapon is 3 out of 5, but Hawaii is probably the best weapon that you can equip. I was trying with a 5 out of 5 Rudolph Crusher, but it wasn't enough. Hawaii gives you so much damage. It's a great weapon. And one of the first weapons, and I still don't have it at 5 out of 5. So, yeah. 3 out of 5 plus 14. 5 out of 5 plus 14. Obviously, critical damage increase with water element. Whatever attack Magatemans, whatever element. Setsuga, because it's the best AoE damaging skill that Murasaki has. Fuji no Jin, so that we can control our HP. And Tentacle Anchor Core to gain another damage reduction buff, because we need them. Then, we're gonna use the Founding 3. We're gonna use Massacre Kunai. And we're gonna use Haru. Wait a minute, I think I didn't save the change. This one goes on the main. We need the HP recovery. The HP recovery given through the extra passive. You can use the active at the start, but not at the end. You don't want to use the active at the end. It's too risky. You may, but it's only use it when you break the super armor of the enemy. Also, having the Founding 3 on the main is nice, but you over rely on the counter. That's the only issue. And when you deal with the mobs, Nagi can be a bother. Lastly, we have Haruka just for more damage reduction. We really want as much damage reduction as we can get. So, this one is gonna be easy. I just use Setsuga. And look at the damage that we get. Pretty decent. And I just evade. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, Hawiya is compensating for the lack of damage increase on my main, because I'm not using the active, as you can see. Because the extra passive of the Founding 3 is really useful. You would be able to just use one activation of the skill and kill all the enemies, but we're gonna forgo that effect in favor of the HP recovery. And I just I need to evade the first combo. Just like that. Perfect. Then I cast my skill, and here I have a good amount of damage. There. More HP recovery. And I reposition to deal damage, but not take hits, and I counter. So that's basically it. You want to keep healing. Everyone thinks that Murasaki is a monster on green, but no, Murasaki is a monster. Just that. She's amazing. She's carrying me on blue, as you can see. So yeah, she's great. Okay, I'll use the counter, why not? And then I'll use Setsuga. Oy. Counter. And ultimate, why not? We can use the ultimate. And that's gonna help us tremendously. And done. Done. Yeah, not everyone is going to be able to go with a tanky composition, just so that you know. Some characters are just easy to do with a glass cannon composition. I mean, you're not gonna do a tank with Astaroth. So, we remove this one, and we get Lapis. Lapis is a protect type character, so we just change the formation. We look for protect, and over here, there, Adventurer, Hunter, and Taimanin. Yep, that's the one that we want. And we're gonna go with red Lapis. As you know, red Lapis is one of the best forms to go with Lapis as a damage dealer. Probably the best as a damage dealer. We're using Shikigiri because of the damage increase that we're gonna get. 5 out of 5 and plus 15. Whatever weapon, 5 out of 5 and plus 15. Critical damage, mega damage, water element, whatever attack mega damage on the sub slot. Skydance, moral boost, and gem support. You can equip Crystallize, but since there's enemies that tackle you, this is not the best skill to use. I prefer to use gem support. It's just way easier to activate. We're using, of course, Spica just to be extra safe. We are using Barretta, and we are using Fujitsuki because there's mobs, and we are able to gain a bunch of damage stacks. So yeah, it's a pretty easy build. And unfortunately, doing this completely F2P, it is challenging, I'll admit. Because we don't have good invincibility supporters. This one in particular is awful. But blue has its advantages. The only supporter that was pay to win was the Founding 3, which we received one free copy, fortunately. But the SR Haruka is easy to get, and Massacre Kunai was given to us for free. So you can substitute the Founding 3 for someone like Shadow Fairy Sakura, or maybe oh yeah, in the case of, no, it's for, what's the name for Murasaki? So no, you cannot use that one. You can use Butler Asagi just to gain more HP. That's another thing that you could do. And now we start by using the invincibility, and then we try to beat her. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Nice. And just moral support and moral boost. Yeah, pure damage, just absurd damage. And that's how you deal with this character. I mean, there's other ways. If there's any character in particular that you would like me to do a build for on this stage, let me know in the comments. I mean, the idea is to help out as much as I can. And, well, that's about it. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you find this useful, and which other characters you want me to do runs with on this floor. And I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!